Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So on your screen right now, you see a very colorful picture. And you might wonder, well, Simon, where is that? Well, that stadium is located in Harrison, New Jersey, and that is known as Red Bull Arena. That's right, Red Bull Arena, the same stadium where the Reggae Boys has played numerous matches in international football. we could go back to the 2011 Gold Cup, where Ryan Johnson scored for Jamaica in a 1-0 victory at the 2011 edition of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Let's not forget as well, there's been numerous friendly matches being played at this venue. In 2018, Jamaica took on Ecuador. Jamaica also played in 2022 against Argentina at this very same stadium as well. Dane Richards was a force at this venue, so was Kemar Taxi Lawrence as well. These individuals made a huge impact at this venue that we're speaking about. And with all of that being said, it led me to come up with this piece of information that I know that you guys are eager to get more information about so that we can be able to discuss a little bit further about things. And that's in relation to the United States. All right? Which state in the United States, which city, has the most Jamaicans? Well, that's what we're going to do right now. Drew Ross, aka Drew Force, says, "Up, Simon, up." Not far from you. Not far from you. Okay. Starboys Juices Philly says, "Plus up, Simon." I think that would be New York City. I'm going to get to that. This stadium in particular, it's in Harrison, New Jersey. You're absolutely right. But what I'm going to do for you is provide information on the top 10 cities with Jamaican populations. At number 10, it's California. California has over 40,000 Jamaican people in the entire state. Number 9 would be Massachusetts. You have over 41,000 Jamaicans in the state of Massachusetts. Texas, 45,000 Jamaicans in Texas. Number 7, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has just a shade under 100,000 Jamaicans in the state of Pennsylvania. Maryland, 110,000 people in the state of Maryland. You can especially find people in Maryland in areas such as Towson. Yep, that's one place in Maryland where you can find Jamaicans as well. A very, very, very popular area where you can be able to find Jamaicans. So Urbana is one for you to look out for. Frederick is also another area as well. Connecticut also as well, a little over 110,000. New Jersey, close to 200,000 Jamaicans live in New Jersey. Georgia, 300,000 Jamaicans live in the state of Georgia. You know, I've had many persons go to Georgia quite recently and they say it's the closest they've ever felt to Jamaica. Number 2, Florida. Florida has just a shade under 1 million Jamaicans. Just let that sink in, folks. Let that sink in, because the population of Florida, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it's just a shade under 22 million, and Jamaica has 1 million. So that basically tells you that 1 out of every 22 persons in the state of Florida is Jamaican. And how could we forget? At number 1, the state that has the most Jamaicans is New York. New York is the state with the most Jamaicans. New York has 20 million people. New York has 20 million people, and the amount of Jamaicans that live within New York are just a shade under 2 million people. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Well, firstly, let's discuss this. If you look at the states where you have the top 10, right? Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, New Jersey, Georgia, Florida, New York. 8 of the top 10 biggest communities within the United States are East Coast. Texas is in Central, while you have California in the West. So the lion's share of the Jamaican communities within the United States lie in East Coast, right? East Coast, so that everybody's on the same page. So what does that tell you with New York as well? Also, 1 in every 22, 1 in every 25 persons in the entire state of New York is Jamaican. 1 out of every 20. That's like you going into a classroom at school and you have 25 students in that class. At least 1 out of that 25 will have Jamaican heritage. At least 1 out of that 25. And I'm going to explain why I'm going to go into depth with all of this. Ty says, "Up, Simon. Up, bro. Hope you're doing, man. Hope you're doing well." It's huge, isn't it? And think about it. New York, the state of New York, has almost the same number of people, same number of Jamaicans as there is in the entire England. New York, close to 2 million Jamaicans, right? England, as a whole, has 2 million Jamaicans. One state, New York, almost the same population as the Jamaican community within England. Just let that sink in for a moment and how pivotal that is. And I know you guys might be saying, well, why is it Simon? Why is it New York? Why is it Florida? Why is it Georgia? Why is it Maryland? Why is it Massachusetts? Why is it Pennsylvania? Why is it that Jamaicans are such a dominant force in these areas? Well, to be quite frank with you, it's quite a long story. And for this, we have to go back to, the 1800s. So post slavery in the Caribbean, the Americans, they wanted help on their lands in terms of the harvest. So Jamaicans were brought in on work. There's a special term that it was called, and it's called swallow migrants, and it was based on Jamaicans coming to the United States to harvest crops on an annual basis. So that's basically what happened. And the United States recruited over a 250,000 people from the Caribbean, with almost 70% of them being Jamaicans. And also, the same number was recruited for the Panama Canal as well. After the Panama Canal was built, some Jamaicans decided to settle in Panama, some decided to go to Honduras, some Guatemala, some Costa Rica, and some went up north to the United States or Canada as well. You could say during the civil rights era in the 60s, that's when you could say things started to go to the next level in terms of Jamaican migration to the United States. That's essentially how things happen. Economic attractiveness, the opportunities that opened up for Jamaicans to be in the United States, to work on different lands, to work in different industries, that grew exponentially. Exponentially. And certainly that is the reason why we see the numbers that we do today. So I just want you to think about this for a moment. Think about American born players that have gone on to represent Jamaica at a senior level. So let's talk about it. Craig Zadie, he's one, right? Good. You guys know the rest? Jamali Waite, he's another, right? You guys know others? Well, Justin McMaster, yeah, he's another as well. Jabari Hilton, yeah, he's another as well. And the most recent one being Tavon Gray. Tavon Gray. Big up, Lee. Hope you're doing well. So it leads you to wonder, the Jamaican diaspora in the United States and by extension North America, that population will continue to grow to this very day. So that's something for us to all think about. So that's good. Really good. And we're pleased about that. So, what is the point that I'm trying to make here? Red Bull Arena, November 11, 2023, the Reggae Boys will play in this very stadium. Make sure you're there to cheer on the Reggae Boys. Paint the stadium yellow. Make your voices heard. If you're in Pennsylvania, if you're in Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Connecticut, Georgia, you find your way to New York, Chicago, and you'll be in for a treat. A great game of football on our hands. Okay, guys? Have you guys ever wondered, especially those persons in the United States? You've had so many persons like born on the island and represented the United States as well. Robin Fraser, Jeff Cunningham, Mark Chung was born to Jamaican parents, mother and father. You know what I'm saying? And there have been so many Jamaican American players in the NBA, Patrick Ewing and Ben Gordon, Andre Drummond, Roy Hibbert, Andrew Kennedy, Amari Johnson, and the list can go on and on and on. NFL Patrick Chung is one, Atari Bigby, Nevin Lawson, Orlando Franklin, Kenrick Ellis, Ryan McBean, Laken Tomlinson, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Mike Tyson. Imperative persons. So Jamaicans have left their imprint on the United States and will continue to do so on the world stage. Will continue to do so on the world stage. Yes, Nick Richards, you're absolutely right. Nick Richards, that's his uncle. Correct. Nick Richards, formerly of Jamaica College, now playing his trade at the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA. His 2022-2023 season, he averaged roughly 9 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a game. But yeah, mainly known for his defensive contributions, but certainly he's settling well into the league. Went to the development league in 2021, gained some experience, and certainly looking to press on from there. And in they brought in Brandon Miller from Alabama, Nick Smith Jr. from Arkansas, and Muhammad Guy from Washington State. So some good players have been brought in for this campaign for Charlotte Hornets to go into this campaign that lies ahead. So we'll look forward to all of those. And of course, you know about the players that are there as already, and the talent that is currently at the franchise. So great players, great players. LaMelo Ball, 22, 6'7" already. Lonzo Ball is Chicago, and LiAngelo is in the G League. So that's where we are right now. But yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Gordon. I really appreciate your commendation. I'm going to do my best, always will, and I'm going to always do my best. Everything is going to come straight from my heart. Okay, guys? Up, John Powell. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you guys got the information that you need from this video so that you can understand different things, okay? So I appreciate everybody tuning in. That stadium, make sure you're there November 11, 2023, Jamaica against Guatemala, a friendly international. Remember, it's not in the FIFA window, so we won't have players plying their trade in Europe. So there'll be players apply their trade in the Jamaica Premier League, and also players apply their trade in the United Soccer League. The match time, I believe it's 7 o'clock, but I will be able to get further information for you for sure. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hit the like button and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Love you all, and I'm going to continue doing my best for my country. I love doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to do my best.
Hi, I'm Damari Gray. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. and Crumble by Mrs. C, Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.